What's up guys, it's your boy Milano Miguel, back at it again with another video. Today's episode 23 of season 2 of the AC Milan vlog series, so here we go. Here we go. Match day 23 in the Italian Serie A. It is the Derby della Madonnina, which is a highly intensive fixture. So yeah, Milan versus Inter. Last time we played them was Coppa Italia, where we lost. Eriksen's free kick goal. So we're looking to win this one because Inter leads us by a point in the table. A win would launch us back into first place. A loss would put Inter 4 points ahead of us, and a draw would keep us within, eyes reach of the Scudetto. Starting lineup came up as is, the following: Donnarumma, Calabria. Not sure why Kier got the start. Romagnoli and Theo Hernandez. We had Kessie and Tonali in the double pivot because Benacer's injury in the Europa League game. And then we had Rebic get the start. It was between him and Leao, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Salamakers, which I'm still confused about, and then Zlatan Ibrahimovic. A very bad start for Milan. We conceded a goal within 5 minutes from Lautaro Martinez. Nobody was man-marking Lautaro Martinez, especially for a player of his quality. It was just absolutely unacceptable. I don't know what happened with Simon Kjaer. So yeah, we concede within 5 minutes, and it doesn't look good for Milan. And then for the next 25 minutes after that, Inter was continuously pressing us. It wasn't until the 35th minute where we created some type of clear-cut opportunities. So Milan go down 1-0 at the halftime. Poor half. We didn't show up until the 35th minute. Inter was pressing us. Inter allowed us to have possession within the halfway mark and in our territory of the pitch, which they were fine with because they closed off a lot of the passing lanes and a lot of the space and area to contain us. They got the early goal, they were happy with that, and they sat back. Anytime we play a team with 3-5-2, we struggle. And Inter definitely played out their tactics quite well today. Second half, I expected a substitution because Salamakers didn't really do anything, and Rebic's service to Ibrahimovic wasn't the best. But there was no substitution, which, it was a bit questioning. But we came back with some fight for the next 10 minutes after the first half. We came out the half, we played for a good 10 minutes, we created some opportunities. Hakan, Zlatan, Handanovic pulling off 3 amazing saves to keep Inter into the game. I think honestly, had it not been Handanovic, we probably would have found our way back into this game. It would have been 1-1. And from then on, whoever took grasp of the momentum would have won this match. But Handanovic pulled off some amazing saves. He played out of his body today, and he kept Inter into the game. In the 57th minute, Lautaro Martinez managed to score a goal. Milan go down 2-0. Just really brilliant play from Inter. I don't think there's anything we could have done to prevent that goal. Maybe doing a little bit better on our man marking, but that was a well played out goal for Inter. And then the last and final goal from Romelu Lukaku. That was Romagnoli at fault. Didn't really close down Lukaku. And yeah, Lukaku and Romagnoli in a foot race. We all know that Lukaku's going to win. This is kind of why you would want Tomori to play in this type of game, because he's a more physical, more pacey, modern defender in today's day and age. But that didn't really happen. So Milan ended up losing this game 3-0. Very embarrassing. The last time that Milan and Inter played in a derby where they were first and second was back in 2011, where we beat them 3-0 and we went on to win the Scudetto. So it's looking like Inter is going to win the Scudetto this season. I had Juve with the repeat because last year I had Inter to win it and they failed me. But let's just talk about the game and the players. I think that nobody really showed up today. We showed up for brief periods of this game, which is unacceptable. We know that this is a big game, big match, and ultimately makes or break our season. This is where it all adds up. You know, those draws to Parma, Genoa, Hellas Verona, Roma, and that loss to Spezia is us all adding up. Sure, we lost to Juventus, we lost to Atalanta. Those are things that we can't really prevent. Those are top 4 Champions League sides, and we understand that. But the other games that we could have won, we could have prevented losing points, is where it's coming to bite us. I would say that this lineup wasn't the best lineup for Milan to win this game. We saw how Fikayo Tomori played in the Coppa Italia. I think he deserved a start over Kier or Romagnoli, one of the two. You pick your poison, you take one of them out. In the midfield, Tonali played really well despite all the slander that he gets. Tonali actually played well. And then subbing him off for Mete, didn't really understand what was the point of that. We're already losing 3-0, so you might as well keep him on the pitch. Salamakers needs to sit on the bench. He hasn't been playing well. It's been about 5 games that he hasn't played well. He needs to sit. Give Castillejo a chance, put in Brahim Diaz, or give Mandzukic a shot, something. Rafael Leao deserved a start today. Implementing him into the game in about the 67th minute wasn't really helpful. I thought that making that change after halftime would have been more effective, because he then could have created opportunities, but that didn't really happen. And we saw Castillejo come on. I didn't really understand that substitution either. But yeah, this Milan team was not set up to win this derby. A lot of players didn't show up. Hakan didn't show up. Zlatan Ibrahimovic tried as much to create opportunities, but you know, it just didn't work out. And Hakan Çalhanoğlu not showing up is a big talking point, because this guy wants a contract renewal and he wants more money, but doesn't show up in the big games where Milan need him. A lot of people are saying that Romagnoli should be stripped of the captain's armband. Yeah, in a way, yes, because he's the captain, and he's having bad performances. He hasn't stepped up. He looks sluggish ever since he got that injury. Kier also doesn't look as well. Like, there needs to be some type of rotation. I know that these are your star players or your starters, but when people aren't performing and you've given them ample amount of time to perform, or a grace period, there needs to be a change. So Pioli, he has done really well this season, and I love him, but he's made some mistakes that have kind of cost Milan in this season. Rushing back players, not figuring out what to do differently. It's like Serie A has basically figured out how Milan play, and now we don't have any answers to what to do. The players look lost, they look unmotivated, they look like their heads were not here. They had no answer at all. They had an answer in the second half, but that was only for 10 minutes, and then it all went to garbage because we allowed them to score, and once we allowed them to score, the momentum changed once again. So disappointing result, but the season is not over. Our goal is top 4. Yeah, it sucks to be out of the Scudetto race, and who knows, we probably might not be out of the Scudetto race. Inter could end up losing a game or drawing. You don't know what happens. Last Scudetto race came down to 1 point last season. So again, the objective is top 4 here. I think the recent string of games have kind of humbled Milan and the fan base as well, to know that, you know, Scudetto dreams are amazing, but that's probably not realistic, especially with the intense amount of games that are coming up with Roma, Europa League. You know, it's a lot. So I'm hoping we take this loss, we get a reaction out of it. Let's go back to the San Siro, let's play Red Star, let's get a result, let's win, let's advance to the round of 16, and then from there let's take on Roma. Let's go to work, and let's get the result against Roma, because ultimately losing to Roma could really put a detriment into our objectives this season. Roma's in 3rd, we're in 2nd. We need to win. A win is massive, and it's much necessary and needed. But that's really all I have for you guys. Forza Milan, and peace.